Freaks, it's Friday, October 26, 2018. Coming up on the program today, science can rebuild your sexy-ass stepdaughter. Plus, the Magabomber may have also been a mega gay man. The screeching sounds of a racist homosexual, and digging out your belly button to be different and unique because my mommy didn't love me.
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
My doctor wants to dilate my asshole to the size of a fucking coconut.
Yeah, Tim Henson back here with you for the Friday show, ending the week, and I've got some great news. We can all sleep easier tonight. The mail bomber has been caught. Caesar Sayoc is in custody. Naturally, he's from Florida, our most fucked up state. We talked about that yesterday. It all makes sense, right? Honestly, I wasn't afraid of... I was a little afraid. I play all those, right-wing guys acting nutty and making fun of them. I was waiting for... Where's my mail bomb? I'm kind of insulted. I mean, I haven't been to my post office box recently. Still, chances are slim this guy was targeting me. That is what's so great about this particular bomber and news story. The general public didn't have anything to worry about. He targeted politicians. If you remember back in the 90s, the Unabomber, we didn't know who he was going after. It turns out he was going after, college professors and employees of airlines. I mean, he had a method to his madness, but these people were still, just citizens. They weren't politicians. Every morning I'd wake up and I'd be like, ooh, who's getting a bomb today? I'd kind of be excited to check the news. And I mean, it was great because none of them detonated. Are they real bombs? I read one news story where they were like, these aren't even real bombs. They're just made to look like bombs. But I don't know I can't remember if I read that on a fake news website or if it was one of those conspiracy theorists trying to downplay what's going on. But I read it once, and so now I think it's fact. I actually kind of thought, now that we have this guy in custody, the police or whatever didn't shoot him, didn't kill him, we got him alive. I thought all of the conspiracy theories would sort of die down. No! I mean, sane people have quit with the false flag accusations. Especially because, there's so much footage of this guy. There's a lot of archive of his work. Right? He's been on Twitter for years, sending creepy-ass messages to prominent Democrats. He sent a picture of, a decapitated goat to Jim Carrey saying, your time is coming. He's been driving around in that schizophrenic van. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's usually at least one or two in every community. It's usually religious people, and it's that thing where their car is completely covered in bumper stickers and scribblings. This guy, you know what? I am going to give this guy a compliment right now. I've never seen a more organized, aesthetically pleasing schizophrenic van. There's a lot of photos of Hillary Clinton with a bullseye on her head, stickers of, CNN sucks, fake news. But the photos were all assembled in a beautiful, collage. They weren't just, plastered all over his car. I kind of appreciate that. I'm not going to read the tweets or really talk about them too much because it's not super Distorted View newsworthy. We've got other stuff to deal with. Oh, I've got a great porn clip. We'll get into that in just a second. But I will say, this is another example of me hating both sides. On the right, we've got accusations of this being a false flag operation. Also, they're just calling this guy mentally ill now. They're not saying that he's a Trump supporter. That had nothing to do with this. Are you fucking blind? He was a mega fan. That had to play at least a little part of this, right? Especially because he was just targeting Democrats. Whatever. But then on the left, the left has a real win here. A huge Donald Trump supporter trying to blow up Democrats. But then they go and they try to make it about race. Look at this. Another straight white Republican going all violent trying to kill people. Except the dude is obviously not white. Why do you always have to vilify the white man? A lot of times the white man's to blame. We've done a lot of screwy shit. But this one time, it wasn't us. He was either Native American or Filipino or something. He don't look white to me. To be fair, I think when he would fill out forms and stuff, he wanted to be white. So he would check that box. But I'm pretty sure his father was Filipino. Man, what do you think would have happened if the Magabomber was a black woman, lesbian? We'd have both sides spinning out of control. They wouldn't know what to do. On the one hand, she is a Donald Trump supporter, but a black dyke, Republicans don't like that, but Democrats do. What would the left say? She's just expressing her rights. And the Republicans are like, this is why black people shouldn't vote. They take this stuff too seriously. Got a bunch of great audio to share with you. We start with a freak out on the road. Apparently, we've got a 4-lane situation here. 2 lanes going north, 2 lanes going south. The guy in one of the lanes is upset because the other person driving next to him is taking up too much space.
Driving in 2 lanes, you stupid bitch.
Yes?
That's not how we drive in America. Trump's deporting your illegal cousins today, bitch.
Really?
When I saw this guy roll up beside her, she really shouldn't be filming. She's driving, but okay, whatever. When I saw him, I immediately thought, 2 words came to mind. Gay and meth head. But he's like one of those functioning meth heads, you know? He's a little bit older. He's figured out a good balance. But he's still, like, a little squirrely, and he's, like, he keeps touching his chin, like, rubbing his fingers in his chin. It's very strange, but okay, let's continue on here.
Yes?
That's not how we drive in America.
Bitch.
Trump's deporting your illegal cousins today, bitch.
Really?
Yes, bitch.
All right.
Yes, bitch.
Did you go to vote?
Bitch.
Did you go to vote?
Learn English, bitch.
I love that she's trying to get people to vote. Are you registered? Do you know where the Board of Elections is at? It's very important. No matter what side you're on, vote. Even if I don't agree with you. She's got to be a community organizer, right? The annoying-ass people that knock on your door.
Okay.
It's my country, bitch.
Yeah, it's not mine, right?
Yeah, it's your country as of what, 3 years ago? That's when you got all your little extra rights. You can get married and shit. Now you think you're queen of the country? May I present Princess Sachet of West Hollywood? Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Bitch.
Yeah, it's not.
Bitch. He kinda says bitch like I do. Further evidence. Bitch. Have you guys made that sound effect your ringtone yet? If not, what's your problem? This is the one thing that I have a real problem with Trump being president. He's made it so easy. He's made racism lazy. Every single racist altercation has the white person going, Trump's gonna get rid of you. He gonna deport your family. Or in this case, there's a lot more lisping that goes on, like an evil snake from a Disney cartoon. Trump is going to send you back to your country, honey. Slither away. All right, there's just a few seconds left here, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's my country, bitch.
Yeah, it's not mine, right?
Get out.
Yeah. When?
Stop driving in 2 lanes anyway, Miss Thing, okay?
I
How
am
about
not
that,
driving
stupid
into
bitch? Take all the pictures you like, bitch.
See, I told you he was old. Like, that's something my mom says. Old people don't know the difference between video and photos. I mean, I know video is just a series of pictures at 25, 30, or 60 frames a second, but still, call it what it is. Stop taking my pictures. Like, don't take video of me. That better not go on YouTube. That's what a young person would say.
Into it.
Take all the pictures you like, bitch.
Bye.
You're ugly. You need a gay friend to help you with makeup and clothes. Ah! Ugly bitch.
I told you. I called it. I'm sorry. I know these things.
Our top winner in the showcase is gay.
I think he screeches off after that.
Take all the pictures you like, bitch.
Sorry.
Bye.
You're ugly. You need a gay friend to help you with makeup and clothes. Ah! Ugly bitch. Ugly, tacky, stinky, skanky bitch.
I kind of like this guy, actually.
And I'm with my daughter.
Aw, the daughter's really cute.
Don't look
I'm
at
at
it in
the
my
left.
crack,
Confused.
bitch. Ah!
What'd she say?
Don't look
I'm
at
at
it
the
in my
left.
crack, bitch.
Wait, I can't Oh, don't look. It might crack, bitch.
Don't look
I'm
at
at
it in
the
my
left.
crack, bitch.
He sounds like that skeleton Halloween toy I have. I'd let you look at my face, but I'm afraid I might crack. Blah! Oh, that would be such a great toy, like a piece of merchandise to offer in the Distorted View store. a sassy, gay, racist skeleton toy. Trump's gonna deport your family. Blah! Moving on, I'm a big, sci-fi kind of nerd, and I saw a great movie recently. I've got a few clips from it here. In the beginning, we're kind of confused. Like, the viewer doesn't really know what's going on. We've got a doctor shining a light in someone's face, but we can't see that person. It's like a point of view thing.
So, are the X-ray receptors tuned up? Yes, doctor.
Yes, doctor.
Good.
She's looking at us, and then we see a very sad man who's obviously been crying. He's nervous.
I know that 6 months ago, you lost your beloved wife and 18-year-old stepdaughter.
So, apparently this takes place in the future, because he's looking at like a digital picture of these two projected onto the wall. The doctor, I think, has a slight speech impediment. I'm always on the lookout for speech impediments.
Wife and 18-year-old stepdaughter.
18-year-old stepdaughter.
In a tragic accident. It is so complete and so seamless. The only way you can tell is a little circuit behind the ear.
Some of the images that she's showing is of a potential, I guess, AI, bot. Like, they can recreate the daughter and the mother. This is pretty standard sci-fi stuff, right? The guy's freaking out. He's crying. He doesn't know if he should go through with this procedure because, really, this thing that's going to be created is not really going to be his wife and his 18-year-old stepdaughter.
18-year-old stepdaughter.
Red flag, red flag! You are distorted view listeners. The second you heard that doctor say 18-year-old stepdaughter, you should have known exactly where this was going. Incest porn. It's always incest porn. Well, the bots were created, and the father is being introduced to them for the first time. He's holding their hands.
Good to see you, Daddy. I'm 18, which is the legal consent of sleeping with another person in the state of California.
No, she knows all the laws.
So I'm gonna sleep with you, Daddy.
She tries grabbing his dick, but he's like, that's gross. You're my daughter. Oh, wait. No, he's a good guy here. He says no to sex. He's
Jessica.
Grossed out.
You when dinner's ready.
He walks away. I don't know if you could hear him there, but he said, I will call you when dinner is ready. I mean, shouldn't the robots be making dinner? You paid all this money. Well, she's fingering herself. Wash your hands before you cut the carrots. That's gross. All right. Oh, she can produce pussy juice. Pussy juice! Pussy juice! All right. So we got the father. He's really struggling with some shit here. He's like, my wife died, my stepdaughter died. Okay. Right. They're not really here, but they're back, and I'm having all these feelings, and she wants to fuck me. Okay, so now in March, the man is completely insane. This is like The Shining, right? So now he's saying you're not even real. He doesn't have any pants on.
No.
Here's my dick! Yeah. So if she's not real, then there's no harm in making her suck your dick.
Fuck me, Daddy.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
He's really jamming her head on his cock.
You're not fucking real. You're not fucking real.
She gags like a real person.
Drink that fucking cup. Drink that fucking cup.
Beep boop, sucking daddy's dick.
Oh. They programmed you to do.
Whatever you want me to do, Daddy.
Very phlegmy for a robot.
You're like fucking the perfect version of your daughter, Daddy.
Well, you're kind of mouthy. I wouldn't say perfect.
Oh, fuck.
See why I like sci-fi?
See, Robert, you have the best dick.
Robert, Daddy, you have the best dick ever.
Initiating cum receptacle protocol. Swallow, swallow, swallow.
Thank you, Daddy.
His dick's all right.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy.
Oh, I forgot the most important part of these robot sci-fi shows, where they go rogue.
Thank you, Daddy.
You've shorted out her circuits with all that cum.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy.
Now she's turning evil and is going to kill you.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy.
This is why you don't fuck your stepdaughter. Surprisingly, she does not attack him. She just starts twitching, and I think she dies. Oh, yeah, she hit the ground.
Sabrina, call the Art Family Institute.
You flooded her with cum.
You sure this time?
Yes, call. Help me! Help me!
Notice that he fucks the stepdaughter and not the wife. We don't ever hear from the robot wife again. I'm not even sure if a robot version of the wife was made, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, this is your stepdaughter. It's not even your real daughter. Like, he wanted to fuck her all along. All right, real quick before we get into the news, I'm on to you, dude. Clip here from a porn. I think we've played a little bit of cock-sniffing porn before. It's a very specific niche fetish. And I don't know if this is from the same video. This is definitely an extended version. This woman loves the smell of dick and dickhead. It's not even like an uncut dick, so it really shouldn't have a smell to it.
I love everything about your cock. The way it tastes, but especially the way it smells.
There she goes. She sniffs the head, and then sniffs the shaft, the base, and the balls. Yeah. And then I think we've seen this part before where she takes the cock head and starts like trying to jam it in her nose and breathe in the dickhead. Then he comes all over her. What you're hearing there is her sniffing in and out, but her nostrils are covered in cum, right? Yeah. What the hell's wrong with you women? Oh, she's trying to blow a cum snot rocket. Good girl. One more time. It's not. You need more cum up your nose, lady. It's never going to work. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist and the fucked up news right now. If you're not a member of the Sideshow, that is our member site where you get full access to the entire archive of programs. More importantly, though, every week we do exclusive shows just for paying members and also videos, stuff like that. It's a great time to sign up. Superfreaksideshow.com. Become a true and honorable freak today. Help support this stupidity. It's only $6.99 a month, even less when you opt for a quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or lifetime membership. Please consider supporting the show. That's how I continue this thing. So you should all be kissing Sideshow members' asses. I've got the greatest listeners in the world. My Sideshow members are just better. They're better listeners than the non-paying members. I'm sorry. You're just less than. But you can fix that. Just go to superfreaksideshow.com. You can also support DV through our Patreon, patreon.com/distortedview. Pledge as little as $1. If you pledge a few bucks, you get access to a special voicemail line. You can call in using that. I'll play your calls first. I do Patreon exclusive videos and stuff like that occasionally, a couple times a month, I guess. Check it out, patreon.com/distortedview. And finally, I hope I'm allowed to talk about this. I hope Brad does not get mad at me, but I want to get people ready and excited. So we get a lot of people tuning in. Next week, I believe Wednesday, at around 8 or 9, I'm going to go on Brad Carter's show. I don't know which one it is. Phone, Losers, Cactus, Plow, Snow, Roy, I don't know. There will be links. It's on Facebook or something, maybe. I don't even really know what I'm doing. But Brad was very kind and asked me to go on his show after I was talking about how I wanted to do some stuff with podcasters. And I've been talking about it for years with Brad. So I'm finally going to go on his show. I can't wait. Should be fun. It's going to be a live show. You can call in, talk to both of us. I'm sure there's a chat room. I know a lot of you freaks like Brad Carter's prank phone calls and all the stuff he's up to. So again, it'll be sometime Wednesday night, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern time, something like that. Stay tuned for more information. I'll have updates for you probably on Monday's show or something. All right, 3 very quick stories, then we'll get the hell out of here. First up, we talked a little bit about the Magabomber, as they're calling him. And what I love about when news like this breaks, especially now, there's a mad dash to get as much information about him that scour his Twitter account, find his Facebook profiles. I want to know everything about him. Now, half the stuff that comes out is false, wrong, because media outlets are just in this mad dash and they don't do their due diligence, I guess, checking all this stuff. So it's fun, the first 24, 48 hours to hear all the insane things. And I've got a piece here about Caesar, whatever his name is. The Florida man arrested Friday on suspicion of mailing a dozen bombs to President Donald Trump's critics and political opponents. Caesar Sayoc used to work as a stripper. Also, I think he was a promoter of the Chippendale dancers, I guess, which I didn't even know they were still around. That sounds like such an antiquated, quaint, group. They're not really strippers, right? They kind of get naked. They probably show off their ass, but I don't know if you ever saw dick and nuts. I never went to a Chippendales show. My sister was a Chippendales fan. Remember I told you that I found her playing cards? She had a pack of Chippendale playing cards. I'm trying to remember if there was any penis shown. Maybe side penis or a little bit of the penis root. But I don't think he got full-on hard erection. Anyway, that's what Caesar was up to. He used to work as a stripper, too. In an interview with the Washington Examiner, is that a real newspaper or is that one of those fake ones? Event organizer and Sayoc's former boss, Tony Valentine, which also sounds like a fake name, said that the so-called Magabomber used to strip for a living in the 1990s. Valentine, who testified for Sayoc in a 2014 Grand Theft Auto case, added that Sayoc used to dream about becoming a professional wrestler. Yes, it's all falling into place. Stripper, professional wrestler, Trump supporter. Sayoc was a big musclehead. Yeah, I also read that he was heavy into steroids. This may have been a roid rage incident. Sayoc's former boss said that he is unsure about Caesar's sexual orientation, but explained that his former employee used to strip for men! We've got a gay angle here. Well, maybe the right-wing people can use that in their defense of this guy. Look, he may have been a Trump supporter, but he was pretty mixed up in the head. The gays got to him! They brainwashed him! Or, whatever gays do to people. They dickwashed him! According to the former boss, he would show up and do an individual act and leave. He was dancing for a guy out in Oklahoma, too. He's 900 years old now. I wouldn't hire a 50 or 60-year-old stripper, Sayoc's ex-boss concluded for the Washington Examiner. According to the Miami Herald, Sayoc has a long criminal history. The 56-year-old was arrested multiple times, once for making a bomb threat, While Sayok may have been a stripper in the past, business records show that he is currently the manager of a catering company. So, he was pretty straight-laced there. He went through a wild period in the 90s. Maybe he was just confused. Second story we have for you today. This is a short one from South Carolina. Police say a naked woman tried to bite off a man's genitals and then rushed on all fours at responding officers. She was galloping, who then shocked her with a stun gun. Probably took care of that bitch. Like a goddamn rabid dog. You trying to chew off a man's genitals and go running towards the police officers. WCSC-TV reports that a man called police for help, saying the woman tried to bite off his dick during sex with him. Well, it was him and another man. Oh, a three-way. But it's the wrong kind of three-way if you're a straight guy. You really want two girls, one guy. This man was just exercising poor judgment all around. He was probably just excited to be part of a threesome, even though he kind of knew this woman was a little crazy. And then she's like, yeah, we're going to have a threesome. I'll get another guy involved. And he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Another guy? That's the only way I'm going to do it. And he reluctantly agreed. And look what happened. Ripped off his dick. Chewed off his dick. Police Chief Dennis Turner says officers shocked the bloody woman. She's bloody. Why is she bloody? With a stun gun. Then used an overdose fighting drug to revive her. Because she went down hard. Officers were told she was high on heroin and meth. It's kind of like those alcoholic drinks with Red Bull in it, right? They cancel each other out. I mean, meth and heroin? Your body doesn't know what the fuck to do with that, right? Just freaking out, in shock. Turner says the body camera recording reminded me of something you would see off of a horror movie. Aw, I want to see that. Isn't there like a Freedom of Information Act thing I can do where I can request the police body cam footage? Because that'll go right up on YouTube. Get some of that sweet YouTube ad revenue. The woman was hospitalized and charges are pending. So there you go. Final story I have for you today. A 23-year-old woman removed her belly button. I didn't even know you could do that. And she gave it to her ex-boyfriend as a present. I think he became her ex-boyfriend because she gave him her belly button as a present. Body modification fanatic Paulina Landros from Mexico underwent numerous surgeries, such as a back corset, which involves piercings on either side of the spine, which is like the last place you should be modifying. You know what I mean? Like your spinal cord, near your spinal cord. There's no other place in your fucking body you could, stick some hooks in, for Christ's sakes. Gotta be the spine. All right, so she has got a bunch of surgeries under her belt. Piercings on either side of the spine, a split tongue, of course. She later decided to remove her belly button as it is what makes us human. And she doesn't want to be that. Before giving it as a present to her then-boyfriend. Okay, so they were dating at the time. Daniel Ramirez in 2015. Following the removal 3 years ago, she says she ultimately regrets her decision, describing it as reckless and impulsive. True. But, what harm has it done? Your belly button serves no real purpose. Unless you're like me, lying on your back, jizzing into it, and then playing with it with your finger. Make some fabulous noises. I play the cum cello. Look for my new album, Smooth Jizz. Should be available for Christmas. Also, I'm setting up a festival, Cumcella. Get your tickets now. I've got the same organizers that did the Fire Fest, so I'm looking forward to that. All right, where are we at here? She says that, she was reckless and impulsive. I'm looking at, where her belly button used to be. There's, a picture here, and it still kind of looks like a belly button. There's an indentation and some scarring, and it still looks red and inflamed. I think it's infected. It doesn't look good, but it also doesn't look like the belly button is completely gone. However, the very next picture is her belly button in a plastic bag. And what happens to your belly button after you take it out is it shrivels up and turns black. It looks like the pit of a fruit or something, or a date or something. You know what I mean? An old shriveled up raisin. I don't know. The HR intern. That's what today's featured image is going to be. A close up of this woman's rotting belly button, dried up rotting belly button. The HR intern and tourism student. What the fuck does that mean? She's majoring in tourism. That just means that she travels. It's not a real major. I've always had problems with my family. I was not very close to them at the time. Yeah, a lot of people have mommy and daddy issues. They don't scoop out their goddamn belly button with a melon baller. Way to get back at your mom for not loving you. You know what I mean? It's so dumb. Girls are dumb. I was very angry. I wanted to cut all unions from everything and everyone. Body modifications fascinated me. There's something very transcending about them. I wanted to dehumanize myself in a symbolic way. I wanted to do something controversial. I underwent an operation done by a professional, but he gave me very bad advice, so not a very good professional, on how to take care of the trauma, so it got infected. I was right. I was suffering. I spent days in bed as if I were quarantined. I couldn't stretch, push, stand up, or laugh. It gradually healed itself, but not 100%. It will never close entirely. So the bitch has an open wound in her stomach. Just another hole to fuck. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Yeah. Fuck that belly button hole. Paulina said she knew she wanted to give the body part to Daniel as an ultimate token of love, and he was all like, gross. I think we should see other people. I find belly buttons cute, but I want them attached to the girl, you know? I was very much in love with my then boyfriend. He supported me through many difficult times. He's one of the most influential people in my life. It was something I did in the spur of the moment. We were young and stupid, but that's the way I felt. I put it in a small bag along with a note saying, I love you. It was very emotional. He's kept it and will keep it forever because he knows the meaning behind it. We're good friends now, but we'll always love each other. Paulina says her relationship with her family has improved. I do regret it when I put myself in my mom's position. It must have been devastating for her. She was so sad. Yeah, you're just full of poor life decisions. If I could go back in time, I wouldn't do it again. It was impulsive, reckless, yada, yada, yada. Even though I did it for the wrong reasons, it's now taught me I should think things through. It took fucking removing her belly button to figure this out. Not just remove it, cutting out the belly button, dealing with the pain of recovery and infection. Maybe I should think things through next time. I want to cut out a body part. It's a nice reminder that characterizes me, she says. So there you go. Just another dumb bitch featured on Distorted View Daily. Ta-da! That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Friday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Hey, just a reminder, we have got a wonderful Discord full of freaks for you to chat with. If you like the show, I'm sure you'll have a lot in common with the morons in that chat room. So yeah, Discord is kind of like a giant chat program or whatever. There's even voice chat channels. So we've got a bunch. We've got, the Distorted View Discord. It's broken up into a bunch of different chat rooms or whatever. Not safe for work. Stuff you can post, porn clips and whatever disgusting stuff. There's also like a main chat channel. You can talk about politics, sports, all sorts of stuff. Check it out. There's over 800 freaks in there. Not all at the same time. There's probably, I don't know, like 60 or 70 main people who are always online. I don't know. I haven't been in there in a while. I'm not one of them. I'm afraid of you people. No, I pop in there occasionally, and you guys just post a lot of great stuff that I end up using on the show, which I really appreciate. If you want to check it all out, go to distortedview.com. On the main navigation bar, it says right there, Discord. Click on that. You can get the software. I think you can also use your web browser to get in there. iOS apps and Android apps also available. Otherwise, to contact me, show@distortedview.com. That's my email address. Voicemail line, of course, 206-666-4463. And I'm all over social media. @Distorted View on Twitter and Instagram, and Facebook.com/Distorted View Show.
Hey, Tim, Tony Pro Laughs. Apparently I got cut off yesterday. So when I went to the punk show 3 weeks ago, I am a huge fan of a band called The Queers.
Okay. I play, sometimes at the end of the show, I play music from The Fags.
I know, right? Great name. I think it's awesome. Anyway.
Maybe The Queers is a Fags cover band.
And I was looking at the band list, and one of them was Color Killer. I'm like, okay, this is a punk rock show. Like, it's going to be people, bands in their 20s. Late 30s, no. This is like 9, 10-year-olds on a Sunday at a bar. I was like, is there...
Oh, yeah, you started to call in about this yesterday and you got cut off. Yeah, isn't that kind of weird? 9 and 10-year-olds. Like, I get it. It's a gimmick. Like, little 9, 10-year-old punk rockers. But still, it's weird for them to show up at a bar.
I was like, is there a fucking school tomorrow? Anyway, everyone thinks I'm the asshole because I had to walk away because I couldn't fucking stand children singing. And they're off. They're awful.
Yeah, children singing, that's like the worst sound in the world.
For that, with kids playing instruments and singing, it's fucking...
They exaggerate and they're so fucking precious.
Terrible. You can't hear a word they say. They sound like fucking elves. It's like, fuck. Look them up. They're fucking terrible.
Just fucking elves.
Saying. It's garbage. And everyone...
Yeah, I want to look them up. What's the name of that band?
Year-olds on a Sunday at a bar. Bands in their 20s. Late 30s, no. This is
Color Killer, is that what it is?
9, 10-year-olds on a Sunday at a bar. I'm like, okay, this is a punk rock show. Like, it's band list, and one of them was Color Killer. I'm like, okay, this is a punk rock show.
Yeah, I'm going to look them up, see if I can find some YouTube videos of them.
Hi, Tim. It's Sideshow and Patreon member.
Oh, thank you.
In DC. And I wanted to say I am loving all the videos you're doing. I think you look so handsome. I am just loving. I don't care what angle it is. I like seeing what you look like when you're doing this podcast. So thank you for doing all those. And second, I like the...
I'll be doing more. I had to tear down my entire set. Sometimes I get angry and I Hulk smash my studio when things aren't working. No, it's just everything is just... it's just not right, you know what I mean? So I was having some audio problems, and the second I pull one fucking cord, like, my lights come down, because these studio lights that I have are just, the stands are so weak. You tap it, and it comes crashing down. So everything starts crashing down when I start yanking on cords and stuff, because I'm very bad at cord, what is that called? Cord maintenance, cord, whatever. Yeah, they're just, it's like all, it's really bad. But anyway, so I'm resetting everything up. I have to set up a video for Brad Carter's show because I don't know if I told him that I was going to do that, but it's a video show, so you'll see me on cam with Brad on Wednesday.
I liked the episode you did a couple of days ago where you reviewed all of the songs, like the one about the two people who disappeared and died, like they left their children.
Fastball. Yeah,
I've never listened to those lyrics before.
Yeah.
So I would love to...
People sing along to these songs because they're catchy and they don't really pay any attention to what the songs mean.
You do those kind of episodes again where you kind of review your favorite 90s bands. Maybe it's because we are the same age. But anyway, keep up the good work.
I know some people are probably like annoyed by that because like who the fuck listens to 90s music anymore? But and it happened so long ago. It's not really relevant. But it's just stuff that I listen to and I realized that is really strange what I'm hearing. Never really paid any attention.
Hey, boo. Spiral hamfucker.
Hey!
I remember what I was going to say, dude.
Spiral
Tetrahydrocannabinol affects the memory. Cool. I believe the freaks had some sort of rule about playing all my shit, so can you play the first call, too? I'm cool with that. So here's my thought, bud. Boo. Look at that, bud. Hey, boo.
Go ahead.
You got a real bull, bud? I was thinking of some other cowboy. Johnny Cash hurt, right?
Yes.
I hurt myself today. That's right. Well, I want to talk about cutters.
Nails did it right first, but
knives are dangerous. How come this?
Uh-oh.
The shooter, it's bad. They shoot other people.
Well, hamfucker, hard-hitting call. Knives are bad. Knives will hurt you.
He's a shooter.
Okay. All right. Bye. Goodbye. 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 I'm trying to play. Goodbye.
No, I'm not trying to talk shit.
Spiral ham fucker.
But I smoke my weed legit.
Spiral ham fucker.
And my origins are unknown.
Spiral ham fucker.
Fuck, I'm in LA getting stoned.
Spiral ham fucker.
The slide door window gets a rock.
All right. Oh,
spiral ham fucker.
I need a new ham for my cock.
Oh, this is the extended version of the Spiral Hamfucker song, as sung by Spiral Hamfucker.
I need a new ham for my cock.
Spiral Hamfucker.
Fucking
Oh, I love that guy. All right, that is all the time we have on this edition of the show. I want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660. God, is it? Oh, God.
Bye.
You're ugly. You need a gay friend to help you with makeup and clothes.
Spread the distortion. STD. Tell all your friends about the podcast. Don't forget to rate us and review us on iTunes. Guys, thank you so much for a great week of programs. I will be back on Monday to do it all over again. Until then, bye, everybody.
You're almost as skinny as me. I'd go inside with you, but I don't have the guts.